Never done one of these before.
First time.
Yeah, so this will be the first time in the gym. I really hope this doesn't turn into a dance session because I will get waxed. So
You know I like to dance.
I know that. I see that online all the time. You see like Brock Purdy like out there like a white boy with moves and talking on it. I'm like, I am not that guy. So furthest thing from it. I was gifted with a few things. Any sort of rhythm was not it. So.
You just got to practice it though. You know, you're at home alone, you're in the bathroom, in the shower, or something like that, just throwing some music. And
so you said you did stretchers and stuff for a living, right? You work on that? Yeah. Hey, this stretcher was broken because his fat dude was dancing in the
subject.
Dancing? No, he was dancing in the shower. Now he had to use his stretcher. That's where I'd end up if I was dancing in the shower.
Slipping in the shower would be hilarious.
Ricky, you've done one of these before. A few of them.
Yeah. What's your normal split right now?
I'm about to say, what are we hitting? So I use an app called Ladder.
Okay.
And normally, I do whatever the fuck it tells me to do. So I have no idea. Like I did legs this morning, and then I think it had either chest or back, or I don't know what it had for me to do today because I skipped yesterday. I have no idea. Let me just show you this app. So when you guys work out, what do you guys normally use?
So I haven't really been following an app or anything like that. I used to be a personal trainer back in the day. So I've been stuck in that mentality of kind of coming up with it myself.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's great. Sometimes if you don't have a plan, it kind of does not turn out so great.
Right.
You end up doing sort of the same workout all the time.
That's how I was.
I did a Hyrox at the end of last year.
How was that?
That was, it kicked my ass, man.
Yeah, I bet.
I totally underwhelmed or underestimated the amount of work that it was going to take to get ready.
Yeah.
Because as a powerlifter or bodybuilder before that, so I was never really like the endurance guy, so it was kind of a whole new realm for me. But training like an athlete again was a blast.
Yeah.
I kind of got us all into that thing because I opened my mouth. And I didn't know Hyrox and the amateur kind of sign up sell out that fast.
Yeah.
So they get on, they sign up, and then like, hey, they're sold out. Like you could enter the pro singles. I go, so they have amateur and then pro level. So you have singles and doubles.
Okay.
So I was trying to do a doubles where with my brother on the amateur side, and I'm like, when we hit the burpees and stuff like that, and I'm like, that's going to be his job. I'll rest. And he's like, you get in on pro singles. I'm like, dude, I'm the fucking worst shape one out of the group. I'm like, no.
It's like I would die. Yeah, I've seen that all over the internet, but I haven't like really tapped into it. So I think that's like, I don't want to say like it's a trend right now, but it feels like it's a trend right now because like everybody I see on my timeline is like either doing it or like it's their goal for the year or it's like something like that.
It's what CrossFit was in 2012.
I can see that.
It's the end thing right now.
I can see that. It's like CrossFit on crack.
Pretty much.
With a bunch of running.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what they did.
Oh, so there's a lot
They
of
said,
running.
hey,
Is
instead
this
of doing
a
a bunch
Chinese finger trap? What the?
You gotta relax.
God, dog. I got some WD-40. Hold on, pull my finger. Okay, got it. Yeah.
No, the Hyrox, they took out all the over-the-head pressing of stuff, and they just gave you a bunch of running in between of everything.
Yeah, pretty much. The decent thing is like the issue or kind of downfall with CrossFit is it varies so much. It's hard to train for like the specific event, and you're doing like handstand push-ups and all kinds of crazy shit.
So it changes per.
This doesn't.
Okay.
This is the same thing you're training for.
Okay.
Were you wanting to do handstand push-ups today?
No, no. This is the app I use. So it gives you the workout to do, and then you click on it, and then he'll talk you all the way through it, and then it'll show like what to do, and then you just input your stuff, and then if you like want to change the workout, you can change that. Or
that's legit.
Yeah, it's fire.
Yeah.
So I'm like bad with. Whenever I would go to the gym, I used to go to Cheese Fit, and I would go in there and I would just do random stuff.
Yeah.
And then
That's what I do in here every day.
Yeah,
I lay around, I do random shit.
I was like seeing no progress, and I'm just like, okay. And then I started doing like, I started working out with a group of friends, which I highly recommend because I always work out harder when I'm with people. then I fell out of that, and then one of my homies introduced me to this app, and then I haven't worked out with anybody ever since. So I've just been going on my own at my own pace.
Yeah, and it gives you it still gives you that accountability.
Yes, yep, because I input all the weight, it tracks everything, and then I can go at my own time. Because they used to go at like 5 a.m., and I'm like, if I don't go at 5 a.m., I miss my workout for the day. And I was like, I need to, this guy's having a time.
That's what my workout looks like a lot of mornings.
But yeah, it's
got it figured out.
It's helped me out tremendously to actually stay on task with working out and whatnot. So, but yeah, how long how long were you a personal trainer for?
Online, probably 3-4 years. Kind of a little bit before online training.
Yeah.
You get the right idea.
There we go. Already on the ground.
Stretch on the ground, man. Get the right idea.
When we came out to Kansas City, my wife and I helped us launch the foundation gyms.
That's where I go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
One in
Olathe. Don't put that, because I still want people to think I live in Missouri. So I don't live in Olathe. Yeah. But yeah, I go to the foundation. Yeah.
Yeah. So we helped launch the first one, the Westport one.
Westport. Yep.
So I've never even been down to Olathe.
It's nice.
Yeah.
A lot of people, dude, the amount of people that canceled whenever that crunch opened out there, oh my God, it was so many people that canceled. So a lot of people left where did I go? I went from Lifetime, because I used to live out by Shields.
Okay.
So I went from Lifetime out there to Cheese Fit and then to the foundation.
Okay.
So
I wish we had a Lifetime up here. I would go there.
Well, see, and I stopped going there because so I would go up there and work out, but then I would play basketball mainly.
Yeah.
And they took out full court basketball and made it pickleball strictly.
Oh.
They said no more full court. And I was like, what? That's insane. So.
Got catered to the old people.
Yeah, that's facts. The people that's actually spending the money. It's besides the people that come in there like, oh, can I get a day pass?
Yeah. Try to ball out, bro.
Yeah, facts. But where you said you're from originally?
The middle of Kansas, Clay Center. It's a little 4A school.
There's 20 of them from there. MMG, we've almost hired all of them at one point in time.
It sounds about right. A small town in Kansas. Have you ever heard of is it Labette or Parsons, Kansas?
I've heard of both of those, yeah.
Dude, for my job, I'd have to drive literally. My radius is ridiculous for my job, but thankfully they give me a work truck, so I ain't got to worry about none of that.
My radius is Crossroads back.
I think we just kind of hit a row lift, do some arms, do some chest.
Oh, okay.
Questions. Just
Dude.
Day, so.
Yeah,
Dude.
Yeah, we could have a double dip on legs. Right?
Just arms for days.
Fuck it. 10 tears in a bucket, curls for girls.
Dude, if we were putting cameras out here, we better be doing arms.
Uh-oh, I'm already dancing day.
You're just gonna put cameras up, we're just gonna do curls. Just nonstop.
Girls always look good for the wrist.
Yeah. I'm not in good enough shape to be working out with you two. Dude, I got the home gym. I'm trying to fucking get back in it.
I'm just glad that I started working out again like a month ago, because today would not have gone well if I didn't.
Well, I started working out like 3 months ago. I feel like I worked out well.
I'll leave this one posted up over here, and then I can move around with that.
Yeah, your boy's at fucking 280 pounds right now.
Are you do you have a goal, or are you just working out just to work out?
I've actually I've always had this thing where I end up trying to change my whole entire fucking life in a week, and I'm gonna diet, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna do all these different things.
I'm about to say, this guy knows better than anybody. All this shit is fun and cool and all, but it's really about what you eat.
Yeah.
Taco Tuesday.
This is for the people, bro. Yeah, but I pretty much went to, I'm just gonna change one thing every 3 months. So 3 months ago, I started working out again, and I'm gonna be consistent 5 days a week. I work out most weekends also. End of December, I cut out energy drinks.
Good.
So I don't have any energy drinks anymore. I started like paying attention to what I eat for breakfast more so. I've cut back a lot on alcohol. So it's just like kind of one step at a time instead of being like
Just
1 week
cold turkey.
Cold turkey.
Yeah. My wife, she tried to do 75 hard. Like it was Sunday night a couple years ago. She's like, I'm gonna do 75 hard. I'm like, you're not gonna. You know what? You do you.
Yeah, just go for it. How many days you make it?
That's not how that works, but go right ahead.
How many days you make it?
I think like 3.
3.
Maybe.
The thing is, I have so many like social events with people where it's like, I always have drinks and it's like, I don't drink a lot, but it's like a couple cocktails here, a couple cocktails here.
Just
and
being
it's like,
social.
Yeah, so I'm definitely more into the I don't know, just kind of like one fixing thing. And as I've done that, it's helped a lot.
Have you ever thought about doing 75 hard, like a soft 75 hard?
So I hate like 75 hard and like modifying it. So I'm like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. But then it's also everything I look at. And
Wait, do you guys have something for us to do, or are we just free balling it?
we're just gonna, we're bro
Do
working.
y'all want to do a workout from the app?
We can do it better. I'm down for whatever.
Yeah, what we got for arms here?
Bet. I'm about to say y'all pretty much got everything in this motherfucker. Let's see.
I'm getting some leg. I'm in a leg press. Getting I need a pec deck, and then I'm gonna order the custom gold dumbbells.
Oh, that's
have
fire.
5 through 100s. Because we go up to 50 right now, so you didn't do anything too crazy. Watch out, these road clamps will fucking get you. These things are clamped down, and you unclip them.
Snap your finger.
Yeah,
We got some tension on them.
yeah. Everybody that's worked out here has ended up with a black and blue finger.
I got some new block jaw ones. They're pretty damn smooth. They got a magnet on the side of them too, so you can stick them on stuff.
That's kind of smart.
It's not a bad idea.
Oh,
We could do CT Fletcher's armed warfare from back in the day.
Why are you looking at me?
what is that?
It's a good time. I'll pull it up.
CT Fletcher.
Do you know
Bro, you fucking for real? You don't know CT Fletcher? Oh, dude, I'm pulling this up.
You pull that up, I'll pull up the workout.
There is. It's right here.
Here, I'm pulling him up on the TV. I like the CT Fletcher idea.
That looks pretty solid too. Let me pull this one up. This might be good for. It was on. Did you ever get on bodybuilding.com back in the day?
Wait, say that again. What?
Bodybuilding.com. So when I was in college, that's where I would buy all my supplements through, and you could pull up workouts on there.
People would always tell me like that I would have a good like shape for a bodybuilder if I ever like wanted to actually do it, but I've never done it or taken it serious or anything like that.
Which one of these, Rick?
Search.
His old shit before he had his fucking heart attack.
Yeah, he's
Oh, that big swole motherfucker. Bro, have y'all seen that dudes at
Search command you to grow.
Diamond Gym?
Diamond.
Oh yeah, where they?
Fuck, bro. You walk in the gym and they're like, do 150 burpees off the rip.
Dude, that's what we're doing here, bud.
Fuck.
Did you have a worker room or something? Right?
Yeah, back room. Look at us just going after no earthly idea what we're doing. Oh yeah, dude, here's this 12 million view video.
This is fun. Be like 30, 45 minutes, good arm pump.
Big swole motherfucker.
You watch this shit when you're in high school?
I used to watch stuff like Vine. And, you know, it's crazy. I didn't lift weights in high school.
I started lifting like junior year.
I'm pissed because, like, I don't know why, but like whenever I was, I don't know, I think my parents, nobody did sports like seriously. Like my brother did it a little bit, but he didn't do it like in college or anything like that. So I don't know if they actually thought that lifting weights at a young age or something like actually stunted your growth. But I didn't lift weights or like do anything because like they thought that. So
I lifted out like, I worked out way differently when I was younger. Mm-hmm. So I raced motocross all growing up. Mm-hmm. So I had like super high intensity workouts. I never like carried a lot of muscle mass. Once I started playing football, it was wild because junior or sophomore year, I was like 5'7", like kind of shaped like a pear. And then all of a sudden it was like my junior year, I like all of a sudden like grew like 6 inches and like changed shape, and I was in way better shape than I am now.
That's fine.
But all of a sudden, like overnight, like girls want to talk to me, like life changed real quick. And I was like, wild how get a little bit taller and a little bit
started getting a little pussy action.
Yeah.
Started getting laid. How'd you meet your wife?
Freshman year of college, we met in my fraternity basement.
Nice.
So,
beer pong?
Flip cup.
Flip cup.
We were actually doing a mixer with her sorority, and she was on my side of the table. I was like, hey, I know you're accustomed to losing, I'm not. So, because we went to like rival high schools. I was like, so you need to get on the other side of the table. And she's like, is this seriously your opening line? I was like, no, this is just a statement. I was like,
so you weren't even trying to hit on her? You were being
I was definitely trying to hit on her.
Oh, okay. I thought you were being dead ass.
No, I always pattern disruption.
Yeah.
Like if you understood that, even in college or talking to females, like good-looking girls would go to bars and it was like so fucking douchey. But when I go to bars and I'm like, I want to talk to a good-looking girl at the bar, I'd be like, hey, bye. I'm like, I know all the bartenders in Maryville, but get 12 shots and just don't give her one. So everyone, I'm like, cheers with everyone. I go back to the table, and then I'm like, within minutes, they come over, like, you didn't give me a shot. I was like, dude, I totally didn't see you. I was like,
right.
But it was just like every guy in there was like on and oohing over the good-looking girls, and I'm like, they're used to the same thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, if you just do something different, and I was like, it wasn't rocket science.
Yeah.
And I was like, they don't want the guy that's like all like.
Yeah.
In front of them, like they want the guy that doesn't really care.
I found that out the hard way.
Yeah, it was.
I found that shit out the hard way, dog.
Yeah, it was just like, but ultimately, I was out to have a good time every time I was going out, and it was. That's what we're gonna look like by the end of this workout.
Dude, I do not want to get that jacked.
No, he's fucking. He's had hella issues too. How many heart attacks has he had now?
Like health issues?
Did he have a transplant?
I think he might have had a heart transplant.
Because he was like on his deathbed there for a while.
Damn.
Kind of made a comeback, kind of faded off again. And
Yeah, he was like.
he was probably 12, 15 years old.
Yeah.
Is that just from like lifting too much? And like getting
And a
too
lot of
big?
steroids.
Yeah.
And his diet was terrible.
That'll do it. Yeah.
Think about crossing that dude in the streets.
I've never, those are the type of guys you shoot. You don't fight them. You don't fight those. Fuck nah.
All right.
See what Ricky came up with.
Yeah, coach.
I don't even know how we piece this together.
Cosmo, you got 50 burpees.
He said, I've been rolling around, dude.
You about to do some gymnastics in here? Okay. I see you.
Those were over on these, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I need 3 sets of those. I don't really know what that pull-up bar is good for, because the pull-up bars were all put in here already.
The girls that are short, the 4'5" girls that come in.
Yeah. Pretty much all bro gym.
You know what's crazy? So I used to be known for like dunking and stuff, and this was my first basketball goal. I used to dunk on those things all the time. It just reminded me because it was so low. I used to take the ball and just go over and boom. Next thing you know.
Dude, so I haven't been on a basketball court in a long time. One, I didn't play basketball. I was a football guy, power lifter, but I always could jump pretty well. I had like a 35.6 vertical. Never dunked though. I got real close, and we were back for a birthday party. It was in a gym a couple months ago, and I tried to jump, and I could still touch my head to the net, but I haven't figured out like how to actually dunk. So I'm so close.
Bro, you're too strong not to be able to dunk.
It's something about like the coordination.
How old are you?
29.
Oh yeah, you still got. Yeah.
I think I got a couple years to figure it out
tank.
still.
Yeah.
I don't think I got it in me. You don't think I got it in me? I think I'm out, dude. No, I just chalked that up as a loss in my lifetime.
You got it in you, bro. It's literally all.
You're talking to him, right?
Yeah. It's literally
clarify.
all in the coordination, like you said.
Yeah.
It's just. I don't even know how to like begin to explain it, but it's like all about the load up, and then like when you take off. Like, did you ever just like try to just go up and grab the rim, or?
Not really. I was always like trying to dunk in like PE class or something.
My cheat code that I did was I would dunk on like
Kids.
8-foot goals. Yeah,
Like small children.
Small,
Really little kids. You seem way bigger
dunk
if you
on
played
them, no.
children.
I would dunk
play
on
small children.
8-foot goal, and I would work my way up to it. So
Okay.
maybe you could. I don't know if there's a goal that you can find that's lower, but
That's why he refs. That's why he refs kids. It's like he goes out there. He's like, "Woo!"
As soon as they start talking stuff, I just grab the ball and just dunk on them.
Yeah. Shut up.
So it starts off with the warm up supposedly is 10 by 10 tricep push down, 10 by 10 cable curl. So just kind of working through to keep kind of short rest times and keep the blood flowing. So we want to get that set up over here.
You got this.
Yeah.
Come on now.
This is what I get for fucking dilly dicking around the last three months in here.
So what do we? Do you have that attachment there? That'd be perfect for. We'll probably use that for curls. We can use this guy for push downs.
Oh.
Talk about goals. Talk about goals. Okay. Hello, Cosmo.
I have to. I got to work and get in better shape if I'm gonna have such a nice home gym.
No, like you, I was talking to Dre, he was like, we literally have no excuse now. Like,
I know.
you don't, like, this is way too nice, bro. Yeah, you don't have to touch a gym membership anymore at all.
So when springtime hits, I'm having that whole wall cut out, that dirt wall, like next to the building.
On the other side of this?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a stone wall done all the way around. I'm having all this done in stamped concrete. I'm gonna do one of those big, like 8-person saunas, like the outdoor ones. I'm gonna do 2 cold plunges out there.
You about to make this whole thing a damn paradise. You're gonna be able to start charging people memberships here for us in a
So
second.
I have like 4 people that work out with me every morning up here pretty much. And it's like, I want to get it to where there's like 10, 15 people that like come every morning. And then I want to open up like Saturday mornings as like open workouts. When it's nice out, the garage doors are open, tractor tires, everything else.
Oh, that's fire.
But it's like, so many people like getting these. I mean, we've done the same thing business wise. Like we have all these things that business owners are involved in. It's not a pay to play thing. It's just around like-minded people. I'm like, I think I can build the same thing with this.
You definitely could, because this is, I mean, you're in a nice ass area.
Yeah.
You got the space. So.
Yeah. And that's where the reason I want to go back with that wall is I can get rid of that door. I can get 2 more of these and do wood. Like I want wood platforms with the MMG logo. Have 3 of them lined up to where it's like we can run sets of 5 like pretty easily.
Let's probably just
Are we doing tricep push downs with this?
I think we just run through like a little rotation like this. So we go curl, push down, off, curl, push down, off, curl, push down, off. Just till we do 10 sets.
Are we doing preacher curls on these? No.
Just push down and cable curl.
Those 2 things?
We'll do these together.
Okay. All right.
The fact that he does like 200 of these to warm up is ridiculous.
I had a buddy in college, and this is how we worked out every time.
All right, Cosmo, go ahead. Come on. You got it.
Oh shit, Ricky's way stronger than me.
That might have been a little heavy for it.
I had a guy in the office the other day that tried to say he could bench more than anybody in MMG. I told him, call him back in, tell him I'll bet his first month of marketing that I have somebody that can outbench him.
I was doing some weight back in the day. I tried to hit was even 500.
He hit 500 on bench.
Bench?
Yeah.
See, I'm not lifting. I told myself, I'm like, anything past 225 nowadays, I'm not interested in, bro.
The only thing I could think about when I went to unrack was just like, please don't tear it back. Please don't tear it back.
That's exactly why I don't want to lift heavy.
Yeah, I say that every time, and once I start getting my strength back, then I'm like,
I'm going up.
I'm going up. That's 225 is too light.
So I think an obvious kind of first question that I got for you, Jeremy.
Okay.
What got you, like, what is the reason you started to film the referee stuff? Or like, what started your content creation journey?
So, I've been doing content for like over 10 years now, and nothing like set with like a niche. I've just been posting like random stuff, and nothing really clicked. And one day I was just like, you know what? I'm about to just start doing something different. And then I was like, I'm gonna just mic myself up when I referee. And then I was like, well.
So what kind of content were you doing before that?
Before, I was like random stuff, like drive-by dunk challenge. So there's a video on my page where I'm in an orange morph suit and I'm just running around the city dunking on random people's goals.
So you were posting like to YouTube or TikTok?
TikTok. He's even in one of the videos. I would just do random videos. Like I said, nothing would like really stick. So,
You talking me or Cosmo?
Cosmo.
I was here to say there's some badass video out there that's viral. I don't know about.
No.
Remember when you got dunked on?
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, I do remember that guy in that orange Murph suit dunking on me.
But then I was like, I really need to, I don't know. I was like, I just really need to like do something else. And then I was like, well, if I'm going to be out there doing something, I need to have a purpose. I can't just be doing random stuff while I'm micing up. And I was like, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show people what referees actually do and our actual interactions versus what people believe. Well, versus what people think about referees. And then I was like, we also have a shortage, so hopefully this encourages some younger people to get into it.
How'd you get into refereeing?
My dad and my brother, they were refereeing, and I absolutely hated it to start. But once I got into it and I was making money, I was like, oh, I think I can get with this. At all. It's not, especially at that age. I started at 13.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You've been doing that for a while.
Yeah. But it really didn't start clicking until about 2 years ago, which is crazy. Because I would just go through the motions. I felt like it was something that I had to do because my dad told me to do it. So I was just going through the motions. And then I did college for a year. And then they got on my ass, dude. Like, they're very strict at the college level. But
That's good to hear.
I had to, and you know, some crews are strict at the high school level, but I really had to lock in at the college level, and that helped me tremendously, like with my growth for refereeing in general. So I was able to come back and like spread that knowledge to what I saw at the college level to the high school athletes. So that definitely helped.
So you were locked in from a rule standpoint, or?
Yeah, rule standpoint. Yeah, because college, it's like, so in high school, you have the rule book and then you see things, but it's like at the college level, everything has a category.
Okay.
So if it doesn't fall under that certain category, it's not a flag. So like holding has its own category. So like some of them are like,
there's different types of holding.
yeah, like takedown or like grab and restrict. So like, for example, if you're running down a sideline, I can grab you as long as all day. But if I'm not like restricting you from like getting to the ball or anything like that, it's not a foul. So a lot of people think, oh, he's grabbing onto him. It's like,
but if you're not moving,
he can do that. So it's just like, people don't understand. And now that I'm able to like,
Well, everybody in the stands is a ref too.
yeah, everybody thinks that they know. Everybody's biased, and even some people will sit up there and tell you, they'll be like, oh yeah, he could have called it, but and it's like, no, okay, if he could have called it, then it was a call. Why are you complaining? But
It's like when everybody's at home, then all of a sudden they become NFL quarterbacks overnight.
yep.
he's an opening. Doesn't he see that?
Yeah, why did you not see that guy?
My favorite
I don't know,
part.
there's a 350-pound dude that was about to knock his fucking head off.
My favorite part is when something happens and the crowd is like, oh, no. And then the replay comes and they see it and they're like, oh, okay. like, bro. Or when somebody, because in officiating, it's all about angles. So something could look like a blatant foul if I'm looking at you like this. But if I'm over here and I don't see that, I can't call what I don't see. So they always tell us to don't call everything you see, but see everything you call. So everything you see is in a foul, but if you're gonna throw that flag, you better know what you're throwing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's times that I've even watched at home and they show the replay, and it's like the first three angles, you're like, that's for sure a catch. There's no way he dropped it. And then that fourth angle comes through and you're like,
damn.
oh no, that hit the grass.
And that's the thing, man. People don't realize, like, it's way harder doing that in real time versus, everybody needs to see the replay, different angles, slow motion.
You don't get to zoom in?
But that's an easy call.
And the fact that those NFL referees and college referees get that on most of the time get it right is super impressive. Oh my gosh. Yeah, man, I love refereeing. So yeah, my brother and my dad got me into it. There's a picture where we're at Raytown South. It's me, my dad, and my brother all refereeing the game, and I look miserable. I did not want to be there, man. I did not want to be there.
Man, that's pretty cool to ref together, though.
Yeah. So my brother got out of it, and his social media, he used to play PlayStation and all that stuff, so his gamer tag was the young ref. And then he stopped refereeing. Yep. And then he stopped gaming. So then I took it. so I took his name and then I just ran with it. So I got it on like almost every social media platform. Because it's not a typical username. But oddly enough, I actually, and hate is a strong word, so I don't want to say hate. But I hate the thought of refereeing.
What do you mean?
Like, the thought of like doing it makes me nervous. So I hate the thought of it. And it's just because I care so much, and I should probably study a little bit more. But once I get out there and I'm actually in it, I'm like, this is why I love doing this.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that, getting to the other side of that like step of fear.
Yeah.
Once you cross that threshold, you're like, what was I so scared of? So that, like, I get that before every single game. I'm like,
And you still get it.
yeah, I still get it before every single game. I get nervous.
I think it's a lot of people struggle with doing anything that they don't know what the outcome looks like.
Yeah,
That every single game you referee is going to be different.
completely different.
You never have the same 2 games. And it's like, I talk to so many people in business that because they don't see the outcome in the next 3 years, they're terrified. I'm like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Like, you think we were working in the basement, like in 2.5 years when we thought we were here?
Yeah.
Like, I know we're going to get better than we are now. I was like, you don't know what you're walking into. So it's like, I think no matter what, I think where most people create fear in their head is just going to an unknown space and not knowing the outcome. And it's like when you find peace with not knowing the outcome, it's wild how different like life becomes.
Which is a lot easier said than done.
It sounds super simple.
Man. Oh man. Yeah, every time I'm out there on the field, I'm like, damn, like, because refereeing is literally therapeutic for me because I go to work and I could have stuff going on in, relationship, family, friends, or whatever the case may be. I'm out there on the field, all of that stuff goes away.
Yeah.
And it's so relieving, man. And it's fun being out there giving back, well, getting paid, but still giving back to the athletes and seeing them compete and just watching them, grow up and giving them some knowledge. And then you see a couple of players go on to play at big schools and go to the NFL, and it's just super dope.
I think there's definitely always the fulfillment side of everything that you do too. And I think people enjoy things a lot more when it gives them a level of fulfillment.
Yeah, because I definitely don't referee for the money. I definitely don't referee for the money. Absolutely not.
I was watching something on TV and it was a deal where that dad got in a fight with the ref, and afterwards he's freaking out. He's like, dude, I get fucking $50 a game. He's like, why are you jacking me, dude?
Yeah, that's the thing that it doesn't irritate me, but I'm like, you realize we get like $100 for these games. Like, I'm not rigging, I'm not cheating.
Yeah.
I'm not risking my license for $100, or I'm not even risking it regardless, but like,
Yeah.
but.
Ricky, are you counting?
Yeah, I got time.
Okay.
This is the end of 7.
I thought we were just going to do 45 sets until somebody quit.
Yeah, you just keep going. You keep going until you're on as big as you want to be.
Yeah.
So how often do you deal with, obviously there's angry parents, but then my assumption is that part of that comes from like parents kind of trying to live through their kids in a way. Do you deal with that at all as well?
You deal with that a lot at the youth level, like a lot, man. I mean, the parents at the youth level are ruthless, and I believe that's honestly why there's a shortage, is because of the heckling at the youth level. Obviously, and then when I tell people, I'm like, when I'm saying be nice to the refs, the coaches can yell at us. The players, let out some frustration. The problem that I have is when it comes from the fans or in the parents and stuff like that. Like the coaches and the players, that's just a part of the game.
Yeah,
but
they're really involved.
Yeah. So
That's the arena.
That's the arena. But then
Everyone can speak from the fucking bleachers.
Facts. And it's like the coaches, they got to fight for their players. If I wouldn't want to be playing for a coach that just is just laying down, you know what I'm saying? So as a coach, some coaches get technical fouls on purpose.
just to get some respect from the team.
Just to get the team fired up.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I mean, if you want to.
I mean, when our coach got fired up, he got pissed. I mean, everyone got fired up.
Yep. But yeah, you see a lot of that at the youth level. And at first, it used to bother me. But man, I don't know what it is, but I have an extreme amount of patience, and I really like it. It takes a lot to get under my skin nowadays, like a lot, man. I've just dealt with too much, been through too much to let a parent who literally, I mean, and they even might know what they're talking about, and it's just like, bro, next play. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not extremely impacting the game, so I could see if I was like just shit in the bed the whole game, then that might mess with me. But I know what I'm doing for the most part now, so it really doesn't bother me anymore.
Yeah, when you know you're missing some stuff, that might be kind of different.
Yeah.
When you know you're catching everything, that's a different story.
Is it hard to make some of those really big calls when you know that it's 4th and 1?
I look forward to that now.
Yeah.
I look forward to that now because no matter what, you're going to make one side angry. No matter what. So, oh, pass interference, or oh, nothing there. That wasn't a pass interference. So I call what I see, and at the end of the day, it's a judgment call. So, and I've been told I got pretty good judgment for the most part. So,
You know, if you run life the same way, that when we started running our marketing, that I didn't care if everyone liked us. I just went after 50% really liking us. Mm-hmm. And I think too many people in life are just so concerned about trying to please everyone. I think sometimes when you get put in a position where you can't please everyone, it starts conditioning people into that mindset where it's, hey, you know what? Somebody's not going to be happy with the call. If you fire somebody in business, everyone always gets fucking caught up on that. They can't pull the trigger. Guess what? No matter what, someone's not going to be happy with it. Somebody is going to be happy with it, and the call has to be made, and you can't just avoid it.
that is facts. I guess I never really applied that to like my daily life, but I mean, you're not wrong. There's always going to be somebody that is going to talk about you, and there's always going to be people that love it.
You're going to have 2 teams in the Super Bowl every year, half of which hate one team, half of which cheer for the other.
Yep.
You have presidents that run, half the country hates one, half the country hates the other.
Facts.
You have, I mean, you name it. You talk about cars. You'll have people that will go argue till the fucking end of the world that they like Ford more than they like Chevy.
Yep. I was just about to say
I'm like, people will argue to hear their opinion on anything.
Yeah.
You have parents that sit in a bleacher that have never played a sport in their life. They're yelling at you that you're doing your job wrong.
Yep.
Where it's just like, but then you're going to have 50% that are like, hey, this dude knows what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah. And normally it's the people that don't actually know what they're talking about is the ones that are talking the most, because the ones that do know what they're talking about understand what comes with it. Now, I'm not going to say I don't sit in the stand sometimes and be like, oh, he missed that one.
Yeah.
But I'm not about to, I'm not about to do all that.
Hey, you know how many people, and I hear people giving relationship advice that have been in a relationship for 4 months. I hear people giving business advice that have been in business for 6 months. And it's like, it's wild how somebody all of a sudden they read one fucking book, they've never done any of the shit.
Oh my God.
And then they start speaking on everything. And like, I feel like we've done decent in business. And I speak to the business owners that are trying to scale to where we are. I sit with people all the time, they're like, oh yeah, I got 200 employees. I'm like, shut my mouth. This is a great learning opportunity to learn from these people. But yeah, everyone's got opinion.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like you said, you can read, but you haven't been through the stuff. That's the same thing with officiating in my eyes. You can read that rule book front to back, upside down, inside out. Unless you see it in action, it's not gonna click in your head.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna think, oh, that's a foul. Well, actually, no, that's not, because this. There's so many different layers than just reading words on a rule book.
Yeah, like
so many different layers.
There's so many people have read every book under the moon on business. That still doesn't mean they can run a fucking business.
That is facts.
And I can read every book on football. That doesn't mean I'm Patrick Mahomes.
I can read every book on self-help. That doesn't mean I'm just, I have my mindset is the brightest.
Words and action are vastly different. And I speak about it on our stories. I feel like a broken record because I speak on it so much. But it's just like, my biggest pet peeve is people just talk about shit and they never do anything. Ricky, how many sets are we down over here, buddy?
Yeah, let's hop over to, we're going to be doing a curl over here, and then also a dumbbell French curl. So French curl is just overhead tricep extension.
Okay. How many of those?
Kind of to failure. So probably around 15 to 20 reps is sort of the goal.
Oh. Dude, I should have been doing some shit in here the last few months.
Getting ready. Yep, this is gonna be your first of many series of people you coming up and doing. I told you,
Dude,
this is like your Kevin Hart cold as balls.
Dude, this was like, literally when I was telling people at the office, they were all so excited. And I was like, dude, if this goes down, like, I'd be fine this being like a once a month like series of ours.
Yep.
Of just like, I always like what you've done on TikTok and your social presence. Like, in my world, like, very few people can execute that. And it's like, from the beginning of starting this, like, I've recognized talent when I've seen talent and people that just have an it factor, that energy is not something you can give people.
Yeah, no, facts.
It is something.
You can't fake that.
You can't fake
you might be able
energy.
to fake it for a little bit, but
But it's just like, when I see it, I recognize it. And it's like, there's a lot of people I've hired that have no criteria or skill set to be within our walls, but I'm like, I've sat in meetings and I've had everybody around me like, why did you hire that person? I was like, energy? I'm like, I hang out with them all the time. I was like, they're gonna just amplify the office and make it fun.
yeah.
And they're like, okay. They're like, kind of looking at me. Well,
And then it ends up working out.
then it works out great.
Yeah.
But that's same thing to like all of your content and everything. I'm gonna have to do less weight than Ricky. We're going to failure here.
Oh, that's a 30. Okay. Jeez.
Can you hear CT Fletcher there behind you? Dude, they make you look silly up there, dude.
They're going crazy up there.
There's a Dana Bailey,
Yeah,
Rob's wife.
she's also making you look silly.
She's pretty insane.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that. But I literally do like how I came up on the mic'd up stuff is literally like this.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I could turn this into a series, and then boom, it works. So people always know me. And the crazy part about it is I finally put like the pieces together. It feels like whenever that first video popped up, it felt like I had like the Infinity Stones, all of them, and then it worked because I've been refereeing for a long time. I've been posting on social media for a long time. And then like naturally, like I'm funnier in person and like in these type of conversations rather than doing like a stand-up comedy thing.
Oh, instead of like hit record.
Yeah, like I couldn't do that thing. I could probably do it, but it wouldn't be as good. So once I put all of those together.
Yeah, it's wild because now people see we do all this content and they're like, oh, it's just easy for you. And I'm like, when we first started the podcast, what was that, 3 years ago?
4 years.
4 years ago now?
That's 4 years ago.
We started that. I took 6 to 8 tequila shots before we started each time. And like, I was still a fucking wreck.
We weren't podcasting with anybody. It was just
Yeah, it was just,
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, this is like not my jam. And now it's like, I think also I had this just fear factor of what people would think. And now I've just gotten to a spot that I'm like,
I was gonna say that was another thing too, because people used to make fun of me in high school for posting on social media.
Yeah.
They were like, this dude posts every day, he posts this, and that, blah, blah, blah. And then I was just like, that would discourage me from posting a little bit.
I still have people that make fun of us.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I finally got to it, like, it sounds fucking cocky and rude, but it's also like, I sit here and I was driving in the other day and I was thinking about this meeting I had with a guy I went to high school with. And he's like, yeah, a lot of these guys talk about like, yeah, Dane posts on social all the time, does these stories and shit. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Me living in my nice fucking house and my fucking high-end cars and everything, that fucking worked my ass off, that social media was a part of doing that. Guess what? They don't help pay my fucking bills.
That's a fact.
They don't help fucking create my life.
That's
they don't.
a fact.
And guess what?
They're not in your head when you're laying in bed at night.
Yeah.
They're not doing any of that stuff. And so I used to get fun of for dating white girls.
Yeah.
And it used to bother me. And then one day I was like, bro, I know who I am. You know what I'm saying?
I also dated a white girl. My wife's white.
But like that was the thing. Like it wasn't that I just liked white girls. It was
How's like time out. He's trying to get out of curls, bro.
Yeah, I can't answer that right now, gang. Oh, matter of fact. Yo.
Just wanted to say, dinner done before 6.
I'm dead. I'm proud of you, man. You must be.
Meal prep, dinner done before 7 p.m.
You must be in California or something because you're 2 hours behind.
What you talking about?
because the time is later over here. I'm saying because you eating early. You must be over in California.
What you trying to look? You trying to little boy me or something because you're out of town?
Oh my God, I am literally in town. Right? See?
That's what happens when you get all them followers.
Oh my God, dude, bro. Bye, bro. I'm gonna hit you, bro. I'm up here working out. That's a guy that he does content creating and stuff. He does Twitch. So I collab with him sometimes.
See, he just talking to guys about all these followers that you got now. But no, people definitely like when they fear something to do it themselves. I think their like coping mechanism is actually go after the people that are doing it.
I could see that. People like to place their fears on you and insecurities on you. And like I said, man, once I realized like that I wasn't actually happy trying to please other people. And like I lay alone at night with my thoughts. I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna do what makes me happy. So
Yeah.
and love my wife. But it could have been a fucking anybody, an Asian chick that I would have, ended up dating. So it's not like I necessarily had a preference, but
Yeah.
do what makes me happy at the end of the day.
Yeah. I feel like that's such like a silly thing. Like you make content, you do things, you just be yourself and you go on with the life that you want to live.
Yep.
And then somebody from left field is going to come out of nowhere and tell you that that's not how it's supposed to be. Like, who out there is to tell anybody how they're supposed to live?
Yep. So it's actually funny because I value my dad's opinion a lot, as I feel like a lot of kids do. What are we doing over here? These?
Yep.
So whenever I first told him that I was going to do the mic'd up stuff, he told me not to do it.
For real?
He said, don't. Well, so like with refereeing, it's like,
You think you're like in trouble or something?
yeah, he didn't want me to get in trouble. It's protective, which is good. But with refereeing, they tell like referees like stay away from the camera, stay away, this and that. So he was like, he didn't want me to get in trouble. But I was like, I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah. And then I did it, and like now he loves the video. So I feel like, just taking that leap of faith sometimes, as long as it doesn't, I feel like as long as it doesn't get you in jail and cost money,
Yeah.
you're good.
Yeah. And it's hard too because like in your head, you were seeing and you saw probably what it was supposed to look like.
Yeah.
You could see what it put together could yield. And it was, I think I struggle with that a lot, is there's a lot of things that take place in my life that I visualized this being a whole nother level of what this is alone.
Yeah.
And like when this house went on the market, like the house is nice. And it was like, I saw this as a whole nother.
Was this already here?
Yeah. So this building was here, like the house is up on the hill, but I saw a whole nother vision of what I could do, like from a business side of things and just like expanding the content side and it helped with my health and everything else. It was just such an easy move, but then everyone's like, why do you need a home gym that big? And it's like, it doesn't make sense to them, but like the way that I've like built it in my mind, I'm like, that's exactly what I need.
Yeah.
So
And
it's just
it also builds that family too, because that community. Because I think I was listening to an audiobook and it was saying like, what's the secret to happiness? And they were saying like literally relationships is what keep people going. So instead of isolating yourself, talk to those people. So
it seems like personal development seems to be kind of a big part of your life, or at least what you
dog, it's
how did that journey kind of start?
a lot of preacher curls.
a lot of preacher girls. I didn't realize it, but it really started back in high school. So back in high school, I had friends, but I wasn't, and I'm not gonna say I didn't have like a friend group, but I had a friend group, but I didn't really have like that core, like, hey, we're going over your house, this, you know what I'm saying? So I would get invited to places, but then there would be times where it's just like I'm on my own for like a majority of the time. So then I realized like I need to stop trying to like fit in and just like enjoy my space. So then I was already going to church, so God is a huge part of it. I haven't been to church, but I still keep the faith, just because a lot of things happened growing up to where going to the church kind of ruined it for me, just because I would see people do one thing and then hear about them doing another, and it's just a whole mess. So I kept praying and, doing stuff like that, but I stopped going to church, but I still kept, praying and faith in God. But really, man, I figured out a lot on my own, just because of, like, I spent so many days in the basement of my parents' house, like, having panic attacks, having, like, overthinking, and just doing random stuff. So then that's when I would, like, go out and, like, just be funny, because it will make people laugh and it will make me feel good. And then over time, it just turned me into who I am today, honestly. So I like being on my own. I like being around people, and I got an extreme amount of faith. I have it tatted on my leg. Faith does not make things easy. It makes them possible. So,
yeah. And I think to the faith side of things, I've actually had a lot of conversations on this lately, because I had a lot of bad experiences around the church when I was younger. Mm-hmm. Once again, people saying one thing and doing something completely different. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, those aren't principles I want to live my life by. As I've progressed in life, I've realized that a couple bad apples don't defy any group of people.
Facts.
So you can take that to anything you want in society today. And so once I started like looking at that, that's a lot of where my peace has come from, of that unknown, is that there's a story written out there for me. I have faith that it is going to be what it's supposed to be.
Everything happens for a reason.
You can ask Ricky, I'm like, I've always been placed, I feel like I am somebody that just keeps my eyes wide open, because I get placed in a lot of weird rooms at weird times, and I'm like, there's always a reason for me being there. And just understanding and trying to find the opportunity in it is just what I've always like seeked out. But I feel like it's led me pretty well so far.
Yeah, I will say my dad, he's instilled a lot of patience in me too, because he's always, he's a dad, so he wants you to be the best. So he is always on my ass, and it is the most annoying shit ever. But he's helped me, like you said, see things from a broader perspective. So instead of seeing things for what they are up front, I try to like see like, what's this might be happening now, but what's that going to lead to in the future?
Yeah.
Or like if somebody's, for example, say you're just in a horrible mood today, and then all of a sudden you're taking that out on me, and I've done nothing to you.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'm not, it's like, I'm just not going to fuel your fire. It's like, okay, obviously he's going through something. So like, let me take a step back and just like remove myself from the situation instead of banging heads with you.
So it's always like, I look at emotional control as a huge sign of emotional intelligence and just who a person is. And I actually tend to find the most successful people in a room aren't the smartest people in the room all the time. It's a lot of times it's people that can control their emotions, they understand other people, they can read other people. And it's wild, because there's people that I see, business owners, that fuel into someone that is having a bad day. I'm like, you're an adult.
Yeah.
I'm like, you think, how does that help anything? Because I always have this, like, my wife tells me it's, what is it? When it's a little too over the top of a idea. So I always think like I could die in a car wreck driving home. So I always have that, like,
yeah.
In a weird way, I've just always felt like I wasn't going to live like a full life.
I felt that.
I've always felt my life was going to be short.
I told my wife literally when we first started dating, like before I dated her, and it's not like I grew up in a bad area. I grew up in Raytown, Missouri. So, but I didn't see myself past like 25. Like I never thought about life past 25 because I didn't think the furthest out that I could see. And then I started dating her, and then like it started inching up. Like, okay, 30, 40, 50. Now I can see myself until however the fuck old. So it's like.
So I can see myself at that age, but I think the way I've always conditioned myself is like just be so thankful for every day.
Yeah.
That like time is the one thing that everyone takes for granted.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, if you start thinking about like, if I told Ricky today that like, hey, your life's done on Sunday, he lived his life this week a lot differently.
Yeah.
To where it's like, but you just start ticking away. And I do have a very like wide group of friends that are 65 plus years of age. Like I've just had a weirdly old friend group for a while. But it's like when I talk to them, like the things that they tell me to focus on is never business. Like it's never the things that most people would think would be like they're always on like, what's your diet look like? And they're like, are you taking your wife out to dinner every week? Like, what do you got? Like, it's just so much different of like what they now know is true happiness. I don't want to wait till, if I do survive and one day I'm 65 years old, I don't want to wait that long until one day I actually find happiness.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, this is what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah. Are you done with both?
Yeah. So it's like, if you can find that happiness earlier on in life, like that's you winning. Like that's how you win the game of life, is find happiness before everyone else. Like, or find happiness for yourself before you think it's possible.
You know what's crazy? When you were talking about like how like I'm like in tune or whatever, I learned a lot from other people's mistakes.
Oh yeah.
So you saying that you talking to the 65-year-olds like, and they're telling you it's like, okay, if I can catch on to that now,
Yeah.
I'm good.
At least avoid that.
Yes, I can avoid. Yeah, you can't avoid. Obviously, you can't avoid everything. Stuff's gonna happen. But if I can minimize, then I'm definitely gonna do that. So.
But then everyone also wants, okay, so happiness, defy that and put that as your definition of happiness. And then most people want it to where there's no hard things in front of them. It's easy. Right. I wish I could have $10 million tomorrow. I wish I could have a nicer car. I wish I could have a nicer house. And guess what? Those people would wake up tomorrow and get instant ether for a week.
Yeah.
Guess what? The nice cars, It wears off.
Now you want
the
something
house.
else.
I know. Then they want the next level. So they come to find out that that's actually not the generating piece for happiness.
So
To where the hard things is what I have found, like where I find my most enjoyment is like the hardest places I can put myself, that I'm like, this is what develops me to be better for the future version of me. Like I need to be in this spot right now to take on this really hard unknown area, because this is where everyone quits. And then once I make it through that, my confidence just keeps building when I make it through those things. But then it's like, the next thing they're like, are you going after that? I'm like, fuck yeah, I am.
J. Cole said it best, in my opinion. He said, what good is sitting in first class if I don't have people there sitting with me?
Facts. Like I've told everyone, like, it's funny when you talk about it, I'm like, I'm gonna have a private jet one day. I'm like, I've gotten this far by 31. I was like, I sure as shit promise you by 35 I got a private jet. Yeah. And you can timestamp that market, and then I'll put that with my private jet video when I get it. But it's the same thing when we started MMG and all the statements we made, and people were like, oh yeah, that's just talk, like they're not gonna do it, blah, blah, blah. Then it starts becoming reality. And they're like, oh yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
I'm about to say, then the first thing you see is people in your DMs, oh, congratulations, so proud of you.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
But it's like, so when you look at that, I've always said one of my measurements of the day that I pick up that jet, if I can't fill that thing up every weekend to take it out and cover everybody that's on that thing, I royally fucked up. And I want people that I've had from like now. Like, I don't want some like new friend that comes out of left field like, oh my God, dude's got a private jet. I'm friends with you. Like, no.
It's probably easy to get the friends after the private jet.
Oh, for sure.
That's what I've always said, that like, I'm really glad I met Madison when I did.
Brother.
Because like, when I met Madison, we rode around on a fucking scooter, and I bought Visa gift cards out of the bookstore to take her to dinner every week.
I tell my wife this all the time. I'm like, I'm so glad that Cosmo, he is sitting right next to you. Hey, buddy. I tell my wife that all the time. I'm like, dude, I am so glad I met you before like social media stuff started taking off, because I wouldn't know what's genuine.
Exactly.
I don't know who's seeing your page. They could act like they don't even know who you are and put on the whole front.
Oh, it's definitely one of those things that I was like, I even struggle with it sometimes, like male wise. People are like,
oh, you said male, like guys?
Yeah.
Got you.
Like sometimes I'm around people and I'm like, I struggle sometimes. I'm like, is there angle? Like,
yeah.
And I'm somebody, I just want to help everybody. I enjoy helping people. It gives me a lot of fulfillment.
Yeah.
And if that's via advice, if that's whatever it may be. But it's like, sometimes people come out of the woodwork and it's like, oh man, like whatever. Then like within 30 minutes, they're trying to pitch me on God knows what.
Yep.
And I'm like, I misread that. So I'm like, but
my wife, we met through a mutual friend at college, and I was literally just trying to hook up. And I knew her friend. I was like, hey, you got any friends? You know, and then we met each other, and then ever since the first day we met, we've been locked in. But she was dating me when I was busting tables in the Crown Club at the Royal Stadium. I was a bus boy.
But it's like, I mean, Ricky's been with his wife for how long? Long time?
She was my first crush in third grade.
Okay.
Dude, I swear, I saw
He was locked in. He knew what he wanted.
I couldn't imagine that when you start getting people here, which is what ended up happening. It took her a while to come around to her senses.
That's what Ricky got jacked.
I was like, all right, I'm just going to work out and be good at football so I can pay attention, I guess. I worked.
Yeah. And you guys been locked in ever since?
Yep.
That's what's up, man.
What the hell were you doing here side by side, Ricky?
Do what?
We're just doing these?
Oh, yeah. So it's, I did 20 this way.
Okay, I did those.
I moved the other way, and I only got to about 14 or 15 going this way.
Okay. I haven't done one of these in fucking forever.
And then,
Feels like my balance is all jacked up. Oh. This probably isn't a good angle for me.
so was there one video that kind of popped off? Or when did you start thinking like, okay, I might be onto something with this?
Well, the first video I ever did with the referee and stuff, and Cosmo's on your leg.
That's fine.
The first video I ever did with the referee and stuff is we went to Lee Summit West and did like a jamboree, and it was just like me just giving a speech to the team, and I was like, hey guys, like, you know, we're here for you. We don't really want to throw our flags, but you know, if something happens, we have to. So we're here for you guys, for your safety, blah, blah, blah. And then that video I didn't think, I wasn't doing it for the video to blow up. So I didn't care that it didn't do an astronomical amount of numbers. And I feel like that was another thing that helped me finally propel to where I went to, is like I stopped caring about trying to get a viral moment. I was just doing it just based off of like what actually goes on, and then just recording it and posting it, being genuine. And then the next video, my very first game, it looks like I tackle a player.
Really?
You haven't seen that video? Oh yeah, I gotta show you that. So it was at West Platte. They were playing against Polo, and a fight was about to break out. My wife, she records all my games, and I was running and she wasn't paying attention for a second, and then all of a sudden you just see the camera like moving, and it looks like I'm like moving like lightning. And I'm just going over, and she pans and she zooms in, and then you can see me grab this kid, and it looks like I just choke, like just body slam him on the ground, and then it went viral. And then ever since then, I've just had videos to like, so whenever I went out with Destroying, they flew me out to California to teach him how to be a referee. He's a YouTuber. Yeah. And they told me, they're like, you have to be prepared. They're like, we don't know if this video is going to take off or not, but if it does, like, you have to be prepared to keep up with the momentum, because you can't just, drop one thing and then like,
let's see it.
Yeah. So whenever little did I realize my moment was way before I even met Destroying. So it was that video that I tackled the player, and I was able to continue to post more videos and show my personality and show what I was doing out there. And then it's just been like not taking candy from baby. It's just been so easy ever since then, just because of who I am. So
did you tackle him or?
No. So
What am I doing over here?
Hammer curls.
More curls.
So I went in because I saw that there was a fight about to break out, and I work with a lot of old guys, and they were not like trying to break it up at all. And we're not supposed to, but I'm like, nah, I'm going to. So I went in and I grabbed the player, and I'm like trying to like move him to the side, like back him up, like no, don't swing or anything like that. And another kid, I'll show you the other angle. But he comes in and then he hits me, and then that's why I fell over. So I didn't actually tackle him, but it looks like it from the angle that my wife was at. So it just happened.
Likely story.
It just happened to work out. So I was like, well, if they want to believe that
he's been dunking on kids his whole life, so this lines up.
So yeah, that was the first viral moment.
So was she just down to record your whole game from the start, or how did that work?
She's gonna hate me for this. She's gonna hate. She didn't. I'm not gonna say she didn't want to record, but she was. I'm a procrastinator. She's a procrastinator, and the jamboree was on Friday, and I had been saying something about it like 2 weeks in advance, and she just kept putting it off, and I was like, I'm tired of procrastinating. I'm gonna do this with or without you. And then we got into like a little argument, whatnot, and then she ended up doing it, and then been rolling ever since. So she just comes out and records, and then because she does photography and stuff like that, so she had already had the camera and everything.
That makes a little bit more sense.
She didn't do any type of videography, so she didn't know what she was doing. I'm like, I don't care that you don't know what you're doing. I can teach you. All I need you is just keep me in the frame, because I can edit from there.
Yeah, make sure the mic's off, recorded, keep me in.
The wild thing too is you can take the like worst person ever on camera and put the best videographer on the planet on them.
Yep.
And they'll never make a viral video.
Yep.
You can put somebody with a fucking iPhone chasing around somebody that's amazing on camera, and guess what? They're gonna come up with a viral video.
Yep.
It's like the talent is so much more important than the person on camera most of the time, or like running the camera.
Oh yeah.
But it's like you look at somebody like you were talking about Kevin Hart's gym thing.
Cold as balls.
Yeah. So if you just put a camera on Kevin Hart, like funny shit's gonna happen.
Facts.
Like you don't have to prompt him to it. Like, so what's the difference if I go with an iPhone or you go with a super high-end camera? That there's a point of having like just high-end content out there.
It has to be at high enough quality.
Yeah, but it's also, I mean, talent is so important, and that's where back to the energy side of it. Like, just keep me in frame. I'm gonna be the energy piece of it. You'll catch something good.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna say she didn't want to, but she was procrastinating it, and then because she's always trying to help out with stuff, because she does all of our merchandise.
I mean, that's kind of a big ask though, because like she's recording the whole time. You don't know when something's gonna happen. Right?
Yep, she was recording the whole time.
She doesn't have a child out there. Think about the lady in the stands like, hey, I'm filming for the ref.
Yeah, she.
What number's your kid? He's in the stripes.
Yeah, I'm here for the ref. Yeah, she's. It was funny because she was like, she's a big rule follower.
You up here, me?
Oh, you're in there.
Oh, okay.
Get after it, dude.
She's a big rule follower, so whenever she was like walking down on the field, she was like, "Am I good to go?" I'm like, "Man, bring your ass home." Like, they ain't gonna say nothing. Just walk.
Who is gonna say something?
Like you're with the refs. Right, exactly.
The wild thing is when you have a camera, if you have a camera, you can kind of walk wherever you want.
Yeah, as long as you just look like you know what you're doing.
Yeah, walk with some purpose.
Yeah, so she's been a big help. But yeah, she's down there walking. So I try to tell her to get like different angles so she's just not in one place in the whole time. So she's walking back and forth on the sideline the whole time. So she's getting a workout in, and she it kind of helped because she doesn't really have any hobbies outside of working except for the photography stuff, which was like on and off. So this was kind of my way of like spending more time with her in a way, and her seeing what I'm doing instead of me just never at home. So
does she help you edit?
No. No. So I do all the editing. As a matter of fact,
I think that's the wildest part about the whole thing.
Yeah, it's so time consuming, man. I would stay up till like 4 a.m. editing videos. So my turnaround time the first season was insane. The games will be on Friday. I will have the first video up by Monday.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but I learned all my editing stuff again, started with my dad. We used to do videos all the time. He would have me edit videos because he, like if there's like a funeral or anything like that, he was the one that's putting all the videos together.
Oh, dude.
Yes.
We had mass amounts of calls when we worked in the basement. When we first started, and we had like on our website that we did like straight video work, but it wasn't really something that we like did one off. We had like every funeral home around calling us like, do you guys film funerals?
Really?
And they were like, yeah. I think they were willing to pay $1,500 a funeral, that they were just gonna sell it for like $2,500 to the people to have like a full like video of the ceremony and all that stuff. And I'm like, well, this time it's just Ricky and I filming. And I'm like, I'm not going to funerals every day. And I'm like, I don't really want to make you go to funerals every day.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think that really fits in with our business model long term.
Yeah.
But no, we had that, and then we had 2 companies call if we did like crime scene photos.
Oh yeah. Really?
Yeah. So like
that's interesting.
There's some like deals that they need like third parties out there to like take photos. I have no earthly idea. And they were like, want to spit it out? I'm like, I think I'm good.
That's actually crazy. I never thought about that. Yeah, there's a job for everything, man. Now I'm starting to get older and starting to realize like there's a job for everything. But yeah.
Are you repping anything right now, or what are you doing?
No, so people think that
he works out at my house.
right. People think that I
don't think I've done these.
Did you already hit this?
I think you're up over there.
Okay, bad. People think that I referee year round, but that's definitely not the case. So that's why I'm trying to figure out like what to do with my content now, because I'm not refereeing. So I do like get into flag a little bit, have last year, first time. But I also, if you look at my resume, dude, it is insane. I got a bunch of just random stuff on there, but I'm coaching in the off season, just spending time with family in the off season, just having free time. But for the most part, I really wait. I just go to work now and referee. So I coach track and field at St. Michael's.
Oh, okay. Were you a track guy?
Yeah, I did triple jump and long jump in college at Avila University. I was the first male All-American for the track team.
Yeah.
Got top 5 at nationals, and then I transferred to UCM.
I was not a track guy, if you can tell.
What's up, guys? That's what I'm talking about, buddy. What's up, man? But yeah, my dad got me into that, editing. And then another part of my social media journey was in high school. This actually makes me very mad. In high school, me and my friends, we used to, his name is Desmond McDaniel, he was a basketball player, and then Austin Evans, he was a football player. We used to do dance videos after school in the parking lot. And this was before TikTok, years.
That's definitely why you were getting made fun of for doing videos.
Oh my God, that was part of it. That was part of it. It would be, I have videos I can send you guys, but it would be just us 3 in the parking lot just doing this thing called the crew slide. And we would slide over, do a dance move, and then slide back. And then like 3 or 4 years later, TikTok, everybody's dancing on TikTok. I'm like, we were right there.
You were early to the game.
Yeah. But I would edit all of those videos for us.
So that would have been like Windows Movie Maker?
I was using iMovie. Okay. Because in school we had to have iPads. And
I think he's quite a bit younger than us. How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
27.
Oh, he's not that much younger.
Yeah, 27.
You had iPads?
Yeah.
Dude.
So we went to a
I still think I had that orange thing that I was learning how to type on with. I couldn't see the keyboard.
We went to a private school and they made us have them because it eliminated textbooks in a way. So we had iPads, and then instead of paying attention to class, sometimes I would edit the videos.
We got one last superset.
Okay.
Instead of doing a regular dumbbell curl, let's do the easy bar curl.
I like it.
With just push-ups. Some good old push-ups to finish off the bicep.
I learned how to edit at 25 years old.
Cosmo.
Yeah, at the dealership. And yeah, so I thought I figured out how to use a camera in auto, and I could edit a little bit. I thought I was ready to take on the world and have a marketing company.
Yeah, I learned just by watching other people's videos. I never like took like an editing class or anything like that. Just trial and error.
The wild thing is, all of Moss Marketing Group has been developed and learned via LinkedIn Learning and YouTube videos.
Really?
YouTube University, man.
Yeah.
That's fire. You can learn a lot from YouTube.
I got a degree in geology, bro. You know what that didn't help with? Marketing.
Yeah, I graduated college with a health sciences degree, and I did a probation officer internship to graduate. Tell me how that. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of correlates because people are on drugs, but.
How many of these we doing?
Kind of however you can get out and do that. How high is that bar? Is that 30?
Cosmo,
I don't know, all of it.
come on. I'm going to take him out real quick.
Okay.
He's trying to get out of the girls. Oh,
Come on.
I look nothing like little boys on. You know what? I might do some reverse curls.
I haven't done reverse curl in forever.
Oh,
I used to love it. Did you ever watch Holly Muscle?
no. I think that's what I need to start watching when I'm up here, though.
Yeah, I haven't watched one of these in forever. I agree though. Man,
It's really making me feel like a bitch.
Holly Muscle is who I finally realized people just lie about not being on steroids that much.
Totally not on steroids.
I was like, wait a second.
The wild thing is the amount of people that are out there that say that they're not, and people like believe that they're not. Like, and then they'll go like second guess the person that's like 190 pounds, like just in really good shape, just looks like an athlete, and they're like, "You're on steroids."
Just worked his ass off.
Yeah,
Over here.
but then
No,
the
sir.
275 guy that just like built of stone, and yeah, they're like, he's not on steroids. He said he's not. Like the Liver King, when everyone was super mind blown that he was on steroids. I'm like,
Who saw that coming?
yeah, and everyone was like so bent out of shape. I'm like, how'd you not see that?
Come on. Over here.
Yeah. Like, I don't see anybody that looks like that. Even the guys that are on steroids don't look like that.
Exactly. Not only do you have that new conductors, you didn't work that, also your here. So try for me. The balls are running a little bit of
Yeah.
people running around there with bodybuilders.
They told me if I drink more water, I'd get lean. It's not working. Chest a little roasted from yesterday.
I'm just, I feel like I've been really consistent with the gym, but I haven't really, I've more so been working out as opposed to training.
Yeah.
Like not very intentional, not really progressive overload.
I definitely have not been like training.
Yeah.
I've had like good workouts here and there, but I've been like really focused on the discipline of just like, it's wild because I'm finally back at that spot that like my body's just naturally waking up at like 5. Like,
Come on.
it makes the routine become really easy. Now I'm like kind of flipping in the script, like time to start training, time to start pushing it. But once again,
Come on.
I don't want to be like all gas out the gate and then I fuck everything up and I just don't do any of it.
But,
Hey, you want to come get in on some of these? Reverse curls. Perfect timing.
Perfect
I was
time.
making sure the bar was still warm for you.
well, you don't want it to run away.
Yeah.
I'm doing here.
Yeah. Then a superset with some push-ups.
Oh, brother.
You're going to look like that by the end of this workout.
How many?
However many you got.
Yeah, Ricky just told me a lot.
This is the last superset.
Okay.
So 2 or 3 sets of this, and that's all we got.
Push-ups.
Yep.
Fuck. Whew. I will say though, not necessarily getting to the other side of seeing like what things would be like when you have a lot of followers, but I always thought that like shit would like drastically change.
Yeah.
And it's literally the exact same.
So that's what, when we started getting like a bunch of followers.
actual hell?
He's like, you gonna do push-ups right now, bud? That's what.
You need 1 follower and 4 legs in the gym.
Yeah. He goes, I remember our talk outside.
What's up,
Get
gang?
you out of push-ups.
What's up? What's up? Watch out, cuz. I gotta do some push-ups, man. But what were you about to say?
No, it was crazy when we started getting followers. Like, yeah, we got like recognized to definitely help business and things like that. But it's not like near the like quick change that I thought it was going to be.
Right.
I thought like kind of overnight.
Right.
I was going to walk into every single place and people know me.
Yep.
Wasn't. Guess there's a lot of folks out there that look like me apparently.
The crazy part about it all is like when you actually get recognized.
Oh,
Like that shit, it still gets me to this day. I'm like, I'm not in my referee uniform. How do you recognize me?
Yeah.
dude, the worst thing is I'll go places and people like kind of look at me and point. I don't really like being known. Like, I don't want to be forever known as like the taco review guy, but it was like,
Hey, I'm about to say, you're probably known a lot for that instead of the marketing stuff.
well, it was like, it's really hard to create a marketing company and be like wildly well known for marketing. Like,
Yeah.
they now know a marketing company, which was what the idea was. And that's like,
It's done by other people in marketing.
yeah, so it's like, most time marketing people just know other marketing people, which those aren't the people that are fucking paying them. Yeah. So I'm like, awesome, you got fucking 400 followers in marketing. Like, I wanted like everybody outside of that. And so like the talk reviews went crazy. Like the podcast does really well. Like I was in Home Depot, guy comes up to me, he goes, dude, you have no idea how much your podcast helps me all the time.
Dude, that shit is the best feeling
And I'm like,
ever. Yeah.
Thank you. And I'm like, I really enjoy when I get recognized, like, and somebody brings up the podcast and we talk on that. When I get noticed for taco reviews, like not in a bad way, but it's like, everyone's like, what's your favorite tacos? Like, where do I need to go? Like, but we also get a lot of feedback from places that we go to for tacos that it like helps their business a ton.
That's fire.
So that's a big benefit of it.
That's fire. Having more of an impact in real life than through a phone
Yeah.
and just numbers on the phone.
But at the same time, though, I think people miss how much impact they can have on social media.
Yeah.
Because you start to, I don't know if you have yet, but you start to lose your perception of like what those numbers actually mean in terms of like how many people like in this room here.
Oh yeah, if there were 300 fucking thousand, bro, that shit would be insane if I saw that in person. Yeah, that'd be.
So
That was just like 75,000 or something like that.
Turn like 5 times that for one video. But, like,
That's crazy.
See the video, it's nuts.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And then you maybe 1 in 100 people that find value in your content are going to send you a message and say it helped them.
yeah.
Those messages, dude, they get through a lot, man. A lot.
I get messages probably every week via the podcast and stuff like that. And it's like, I really enjoy that side of it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the view rate that we get on taco reviews and like our duration, watch time on those is just wild. It's like,
So I will say, my videos, they started off at, I think, like a max of 3 seconds.
yeah.
And then once I started putting the most interesting stuff at the beginning, it jumped up to like 30.
Yeah. No, like, it's wild out of everything we post. Our taco reviews will run like a 45-second average duration. And I'm like, and I mean, the other thing too is it anchors our audiences to where we retarget those audiences a lot. So,
Favorite taco, wait,
oh, gee.
best top like 3 taco spots.
It depends on what kind of tacos you want.
Burrito tacos.
Oh,
Really specific.
Yeah. I went to San Francisco and there's this place called Al Pastor Coffee.
Yeah.
that sounds good.
There's ones I had on a street corner in Cabo. They were pretty unbeatable. Meat Mitch.
There's a restaurant called Meat Bitch.
Meat Mitch.
Oh.
It's a barbecue place. And,
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
yeah, I ran into like the head chef at a golf tournament. He's like, bro, we have Taco Tuesday. You have to come check them out.
That's fire.
They were fire.
That place is amazing.
Yeah, that was so good.
Mitch. Okay, I've seen it. I've never tried it before. There's a place in Grandview. I think it's Street Corner, or I have to look it up and show you. But best burrito taco about.
I will say,
Burrito tacos I've had.
I've done so many of them that we've been doing them for like 3 years.
Oh, I did not know that.
So it's like, we were doing them long before they ever went viral. And it's like, we still get how many messages a week? They're like, oh, go try this place, go try this place, like, go try this place. I'm like, well, we did that place like 2 years ago. So I'm like,
Do you ever go back to places?
yeah, we started to.
Yeah, we have a couple times.
I've done Taco Bell like 3 times on different new items. I'm like, hey, you know what? I can have Taco Bell for lunch today and knock out this taco review.
My arms are gonna be so fucking sore tomorrow, bro. Oh my gosh. Ah, fuck.
That's all we got. Do you guys have closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts. We need to do this more because I'd be in better shape. That's for sure. Eat all of it.
Eat correctly. Forget the lifting the weights. You gotta eat right, man.
Dude, I like food a lot.
I like food too, but I like being healthy too.
Yeah.
Not saying you're not healthy, but
No, I know I could lose like 20, possibly 30 pounds.
I don't really know, man. I appreciate you guys for doing this with me. This is dope.
Yeah, I think we could get better at this as it goes.
Gym is badass. Right, part 1.
Part 1. Yeah.
It's different than doing a regular podcast. It's kind of a certain kind of skill set.
Yeah, I would have to.
Carry some conversation while you're catching the bump.
I think after you figure this out, I think it's gonna make podcasting 1,000 times easier.
Yeah.
Like,
This could be your podcast.
I've really tried to think about ways that I could like bring the podcast into just things I already do.
Yeah.
That it really checks a lot of boxes. And I don't really like all the reels that are pulled of me just sitting on a couch.
Kind of like a change of scenery kind of thing.
Yeah, they're kind of anticlimactic. We got old Wanye. He's gonna be back in April. He's gonna come on. So I don't know if I can hang in a workout with him.
With a Chiefs player would be kind of hard to keep up with. He'd probably be in here just, all right, he probably, after all this, are we starting now?
Yeah.
Right, literally.
I was sitting there thinking, I was like, I don't want to bring him on, just like sit on the couches and chat. I'm like, we need to do something more fun. But I want to bring, the podcast turned into feeling like a job. And for like the longest time, it never felt like that.
Damn, I hope that doesn't happen for me, man. Because I like genuinely enjoy editing the videos and making the videos.
So I had probably about a year and a half that like when I did content, like I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved shooting content. I loved editing. I'd edit every night. I was doing all of it myself. And it was like one day I got up and I was just like, I don't have fun at this anymore.
You ever thought about, so I thought to make things easier for myself to like hire somebody to edit, but then I would do that and then the video wouldn't be the way that I wanted it to. And I would send it back to them and then they send it back to me. And I said, it's just a constant nonstop back and forth. I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it.
We have 8 or 9 full-time editors now?
Yeah.
But editing is one of the hardest things to outsource, to find good editors.
Yeah.
For our 8 or 9 editors, we've went through probably 30, 40 even. Like we've had so many come on that we're like, not that person, not that person.
Yeah.
Editing's just a unique skill set.
Yeah.
Some people have it, some people don't.
I need to get a little bit better at it, but then also I'm like, man, fuck that. I need to start paying people to edit the videos.
But
so
like
I can be in front.
your style video, like there's few that can edit that and still pull what you're pulling from that. And like your editing style, and that's what a lot of times, like, I mean, we closed a really big account and they have girls in-house that are executing a lot of what they do. Yeah. And they were like wanting to scrap everything. I was like, absolutely not. I was like, you have all the momentum, stay the course of what you're doing. We're going to come in, run your paid ad side, and we're going to build content around your paid ad side. I'm like, I don't want to take your organic side. And I'm like, because we're not going to be able to execute. Like if you hired us tomorrow to do what you're doing,
Right.
we wouldn't be able to put in enough hours and enough time to execute it to the level of what you're doing.
Right.
And like the internet's said that they like what you're putting out.
That is a fact.
I tell everyone all the time, like, the internet's going to tell you what's working, what's not.
And that's like, I used to get discouraged about, well, I don't think I ever got discouraged about like somebody reposting my video, but like a lot of times people will be like, oh, well, they're not buying my merch, or they're not, reposting my videos, or they're not liking, or they're not commenting on it. And it's like, you're worried about this much whenever there's this many people in the world. And like, it's just not meant for those people. Like, you're not trying to appeal to that crowd. You're trying to appeal to everybody else.
Do you know how many people watch stuff and pay attention all the time that don't like anything? Like, I'm somebody that I don't really like a whole lot.
Yeah.
And I've literally had people that are like, do you see my stuff? And I was like, yeah, I see it all the time. I was like, keep killing it, blah, blah. And they're like, you never like any of my stuff. And I'm like, I don't really like anything. Like, It just seems like a lot to keep up with.
Yeah.
And I'm like, quite frankly, I don't like social media.
Yeah.
I was like, if it wasn't for it being such like a powerful business tool, like I hate it.
It's like I feel like it's like the number one form of business now, like social media and ads.
But people don't understand how to control it. And I'm like, right now in business, like you have Willy Wonka's golden ticket to business success and growth. But most people, because they don't understand it, they're not going to learn about it. They're too scared to get on camera. They're too scared to do all the things that they need to do to move their business forward. So instead of acknowledging that and standing with that person in the mirror and saying, hey, I'm scared of this. I fear this. Why do I fear this? How am I going to overcome this? Their coping mechanism is just saying, hey, that doesn't work.
Yeah. Or I'm not going to do it.
Well, most of the time they sell themselves at like, well, I'm going to spend this money on a billboard. I'm going to spend it on a TV commercial. I'm going to spend it on a radio ad, like all this stuff. And then they'll just bring people in and they'll do it. And then that makes them sleep better at night because they just got to avoid this fear over here that they had of putting themselves out there. Like when we started the podcast, like I pretty much came to that crossroads and I'm like, I know the best thing for this business is for me to be in front of the camera. And I'm like, it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. But I look at what it's changed my life into.
I'm about to say it wasn't perfect to start, but you had to start it in order to get to where you.
It's still not perfect. Yeah. It's never going to be perfect.
Yeah.
And so many people are chasing this perfection level.
This gym looks pretty damn good to me.
But it's like the perfection, like we're never going to find it.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just like, I look at this and I was like, I look at the things I want to add. I can envision this. I close my eyes and I can see all this stuff here. I can see this wall knocked out. I can see 3 of these bigger racks.
Never-ending process.
But it's just like, it's always something. Same thing with business. I look at it, it's like, there's so many people like, how have you guys gotten your product and service to where it's at? I'm like, I look at it every day and I pick apart the problems that we have. How do we make it better? But it's the same thing when you do content. It's always going to be better. It's always, I continuously get better on camera. My vocabulary continuously increases and improves. When I first started 4 years ago, I was a fucking caveman on camera. I was more worried about people thinking I was fucking dumb. And I was like, this could actually negatively affect our business.
Yeah.
Like there's a potential downside.
I was like, there's a potential downside because I don't really fucking know anything about business.
Yeah.
And we're running this business and I'm pitching marketing that I don't really know a lot about.
Well, and you know what's crazy? I'm glad you said that because people like genuine and like real stuff. So if you're trying to put out a persona that's not you, people can see right through that. So you being yourself on camera is gonna like attract that crowd that you're looking for, instead of trying to say like, oh, I'm this type of person, and then you attract the crowd that you don't necessarily want. So I'm glad that you did do that, because it's like it drew the right crowd to you. So
It has drawn real business owners our way.
yeah.
That when they come our way, they're like, I'm experiencing the exact same thing that you guys are talking about.
Yep.
Like, and you guys are talking about it. And it's not like I'm out there beating my chest. I'm like, this has all been easy. There's nothing's been hard. Like, I'm the smartest person on the planet. Like, no, I'm like, I literally on our whole company meetings at 8:30 on Monday when we're implementing new things, I'm like, if anybody else has a better idea, I'm all ears. I was like, I don't have some secret playbook in my desk or a little magic ball. I was like, I see a problem, and this is just in my head how I formulated we could fix it, but I have no earthly idea if it's going to work. To where it's like, I challenge the whole company to challenge my thoughts, but it's, most people, their ego's so big.
Yeah,
and it's like,
no, my way or the highway.
but I tell people it's like the biggest downfall in relationships too. Like when couples argue and somebody has to be right. Like, I don't care to be right against my wife.
It's me and you versus the problem.
But I look at it as like,
versus you.
most of the time you see these relationships and you see people arguing over like the dumbest shit to try to be right about something. I'm like, okay, so say, they're like, okay, yeah, you're right. What did you gain from that?
Nothing.
So it's like the same thing in business or anything you're tackling in life. If I'm sitting with a business owner, one of us doesn't have to be right and one have to be wrong.
Right.
I look at the same thing, and a lot of times in the politics side, I look at there's light on both sides. There's lights and different lenses that you can look through for everything. To where when I speak to people on business, it's like, all right, you could be 50% right, and I could be 50% right, and we could both be 50% wrong.
Right.
But it's like when I talk to my wife about things, if she sees something, like, I don't argue with her. Like, we don't argue. I have no like validation. I don't get any like. I feel like a bigger man if I beat her in an argument. Like, it just, there's not a point of it. But it's also not like people are just like, oh yeah, you just tell her she's always right. I'm like, no.
No, yeah, I'm like, the exact same way.
I'm like, hey, I respect your opinion. I respect your thought process on that. And we can just agree to disagree.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's the thing about me. I'm super understanding. So I could think that I'm like dead set on something. I'd be like, no, this is it. And then I realize I'm wrong. I'm like, oh shit, you're right.
But it's wild how many times that like, in business over the years, like I've had times that the whole entire leadership side's like, you're wrong on this. I'm like, it's my fucking company.
Yeah.
This is the way we're going.
Yeah.
And then I eat my fucking words.
Yep.
And I come back and I'm like, hey, I should have listened to you guys on this.
Yeah.
But it starts building a lot of trust in the people around me that I'm like, and I've started like, there's things that they want to execute. And I'm like, I'm sitting there thinking about it. I'm like, I don't think that's the best way.
Yeah.
But I'm going to let you swing for it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they're wrong, sometimes they're right, and they still prove me wrong. And I'm like, but you have to give people enough leash to go out and figure out how to fail on their own.
I'm about to say, I feel like that creates a better work environment too, because people aren't afraid to speak up, knowing that they won't get shut down, like that you'll at least listen to it.
And they're not I cheer people on to go fail. Because the best thing, I've failed so many times doing this. So then what, I'm the only one that's allowed to fail? Like, no, that's dumb. Like, I look at it as like everyone in the company should be failing.
Yeah.
We should have things that we find that are broken. We should
throwing stuff at the wall and see it will stick, because eventually something's going to stick, and that's going to be that's what people think. People think that the referee videos just happened overnight. It's like, no, I've been literally throwing shit at the wall for the past however many years, and that is just what happened.
Yeah, but it's like not giving up either, and just staying the course, keep doing it.
That's what separates people.
And it's like, there's so many times over the years that, I mean, there was a point that we had one account that leveraged us, and the whole company was built on one account and like 5 other accounts, and that one big account left, and I was like, I'm laying in bed, I'm like, do I just close up shop and like help everyone get jobs tomorrow? Like, what? And the way I was selling myself, I'm like, I haven't acquired too much in this, so it's kind of easy to get out. Like, I was trying to build like the escape plan for myself, and then I'm literally sitting there, I'm like, looking at the man in the mirror, I was like, if you quit, I was like, you'll never live with yourself. But it was like, it challenged me into a whole new realm of what I had to do. But after conquering that, it's wild how different our business is now, and how I'm 1,000 times more of a business owner today than I was at that point. So now something like that doesn't fear me at all. Like, I don't have any fear of that.
That's fire.
But I just think
How long you been doing your business for?
5.5 years.
5.5 years.
But it's
Shit does not happen overnight, Cosmo.
no. Well, it's all. I think the big swing has really came in the last year. Like the first 4.5 was like pretty like
And
we were moving.
It's just the beginning too.
It really.
I didn't realize Chick-fil-A has been a thing since like the 60s.
Yeah.
It's like, what the, bro, the 60s. And they're just now with the past like 10, 15 years, like going up even more. But yeah, they've been a thing since like, I think they said 60 something or maybe 40 something. I don't know. But yeah, they just continue to grow. And it's like, that was however many years ago. People expect I'm going to post my first video, I'm going to go viral and do it. It's like, no, that's not.
But it's
Could be like that, but more than likely, that's not how it's going to go.
I've always, once again, I feel like I'm pretty decent at sales. I'm really good at selling myself. Like I'm the world's best salesperson to myself. So I build these like frameworks in my head of how I see things. And I always look at like when business is super hard and super difficult, like I like going to Disney World. And people are like, oh, are you just like a big fan of like Disney World? I'm like, no, not really. But I'm like, that was a man that went to bankruptcy twice, that built something so big out of his lifetime. And then you go to a Disney resort and you just sit there and you overlook as far as you can see.
That's just nuts.
And people like coming in masses.
Yeah.
That was like, this wasn't something that was built in his lifetime even.
Yeah.
I was like, this was something that took longer of a time horizon than him even being alive.
That's fire. That's powerful too.
But it's like when you stand there and you can really look at it from that viewpoint, I was like, why not push all the chips on the table?
And I'm about to say, if he can do it, the next person can do it. I can do it. You can do it.
It just shows that there's a possibility out there.
Yeah.
It's like, I saw some meme the other day that was like, you're someone else's proof that it's possible. And it's so true all the time that I look to a lot of people that have went through hard sections of business and things like that and hard chapters of life. And I'm like, it is possible to get through those. So then it challenges me as a person when I look at the man in the mirror every day. I'm like, are you built to get through this? Like, that's why I get up early. That's why I do the things I do. And it's just like the disciplinary measures all through life are going to add up to the version of yourself that you
That's what
want to be.
I was going to ask, what's your why like every day?
It's, once again, I've always like looked outside of my time horizon, and like I don't even have kids yet, but I've always worked like I have kids. That I want to build something that's outlives my lifetime, that I just enjoy what business yields for everybody around me. That my success is whatever it is, it's a byproduct of making everyone around me really successful. And I love watching it. I mean, Ricky and Lauren had a daughter and they bought a house and they have new cars and everything, and they're living the American dream. I look at my brother, he's living the American dream. I look at all these people in the company, that a company can grow into something that's so much more, that when I sit there and it's payroll and all these checks are going out, like it's not just covering my house payment. It's covering all these different people's, like it's helping support all these different families. And the why becomes so much larger than what you can wrap around on yourself.
It's bigger than you.
Yeah. And I think people experience that a lot of times in like sports and stuff in high school. They get to be involved in something. That's why a lot of times, like, you see these high school football players, the last time they walk off the field, and it's like there's a lot of emotions that come with that. But it's like they have put everything at something that's bigger than themselves. You see it with girls too, in whatever sport that they're playing, or like whatever it may be. But they're involved into something bigger. And I think a lot of times people lose that. And I think that's where a lot of times happiness and things like that start getting lost. And business can be the same thing. And like MMG is a marketing company, but it's a movement for something so much larger, that we focus so heavily on our core values and helping people live by those, and self-development of how do they become better people that walk our city day in and day out. And it's what can we do for nonprofits every week and all that stuff. So I think it's just a much bigger play. And it's been pretty good so far, but what's your why?
I'm not going to say I don't know. I wasn't expecting you to ask me, so let me think about that for a second. But I liked your video the other day that you said, like, we're not a family, we're a team. That was, I don't know why that, like, I never thought about it that way. Like, a family is this way and a team is this way. You want a team, not a family. And but that was a dope video.
There's a lot of businesses that run that way and they get so scared to cut ties with someone.
Yeah.
And if you start catering to B and C players, you lose A players.
Yeah.
To where it's like, I've always looked at it as like, as we've scaled business, like I want A players in the walls. And if I start catering, if Ricky's performing 10 ways to Tuesday and you're not, and I'm catering to you all the time, he's gonna be like, fuck this dude, I'm hitting the streets, I'm going somewhere else.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's the truth of the matter. And like, but business owners, the path of least resistance is not firing this person. Mm-hmm. Because what does that lead to? Now it leads to the fear of going to find someone else to hire, trying to go find that A player that you're wanting. There's a lot that goes into that. It can be a financial dip. It can be whatever it may be that comes with it. And I have faced this exact thing in business multiple times. So running it as a sports team and running it as, you wouldn't sit there and if you had LeBron playing out there and you have some high schooler sitting on the bench, like, you know what, you get some playing time too. Hop out there, buddy.
Hell nah.
Like, how fucking wild would that be?
Yeah, no.
But like, if that doesn't happen, that's a profession. That's a job. They're getting paid for it.
Yeah.
Like, Mahomes gets paid $500 million, just like a high-level C-suite person at some huge company gets paid millions of dollars every year. Mm-hmm. You think if the CEO of Southwest Airlines doesn't perform, they're like, we really like you, bro. We keep paying you.
Yeah, they get rid of your ass.
So they get,
it's just like the coaches in college football.
Coaches in college, coaches in NFL. So why is it any different in business?
Yeah.
If you don't perform, you shouldn't be here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's not like if my brother doesn't perform as a person, I'm like, oh, you're not my brother anymore.
Right.
Like,
family's forever.
But so when everyone's like, oh, your business is like a family, I'm like, kinda, but I'm like, it's more like a professional sports team is what we're trying to run. And I'm like, we're really big on the metrics of you have to perform. I give you the time to think about your why?
Yeah.
I was helping give you time.
I was locked in on the conversation. My why, I can't really pinpoint it on one thing. If it was like a broad, like tip of the iceberg, it's the family that I'm trying to, bring into the world. So my wife and my dog, they're my why I get up every day and work so hard. And people always ask me all the time, like, what's the difference between, like what changes during marriage? Like, what's the difference between dating and going to a marriage? I'm like, well, dating, you can like break up at any time. You can, this, that, blah, blah. But like married, like now I'm like, all right, I'm locked in. So like now I'm thinking like, I've always thought whenever I was dating like 5-10 years in advance, but like now it's like, all right, now I got to really like, I can't like slack. I got to get up and everything that I do every single day, every action that I do, every mile that I drive, every dollar that I spend, like it has to be for like us. So that's really my why, is providing a better life for my wife and my family and him. As his
life looks pretty rough right now.
So yeah, that's my why. And then like everything that falls up under that is like doing stuff like this, going out and talking to people, going out and meeting different people, posting like on social media and building that community. So that way, whenever she goes out to places, people know her. Whenever I go out to places, people know me, because it's a song that always stuck with me. It's a song that it goes, you want to be where everybody knows your name or something like that. Yeah. I forget the name of the song or how it even goes, but I want to be where like people know me and know my family. And because that's my dad, he's a big key onto why I feel like that, because he was there for me every step of the way. Whenever I was in middle school, he was my basketball coach. He was the athletic director at the school. He was on the school board. He was a state representative, and he's always been like active in the community. So that way, when people whenever I'm walking around, people know who I am. So yeah, that's my why, is always trying to provide that better life for my wife, and this stinker over here.
Yeah, I think I saw a deal that said, you can never repay your father, but you can become the man that everyone respects your father. So it's like, I like that. Building that person that the day when my dad's gone, everything, like he has a great name that when he's brought up we get calls at the sales office, people are like, oh, is Dirk involved in this? I want to call and catch up with him. But it's like he has this monster network, and it's like, I don't want to be the one that jeopardizes that. I want to elevate it that much more.
Yeah.
But I used to always look at the why of like everybody around me. And it was like my dad, my wife, my brother, like everybody. It was just like, but I started like changing it a little bit to like, not so much like I've always been the selfless person to do everything for everybody around me, but the better version I make of myself, the more I can serve those people. And I used to always put everyone else first. And then it was like, I was on the back burner for years, and it was like I ran myself ragged. I was tired all the time. The best version of me was never showing up.
Felt that.
But that best version of me had been buried away. I didn't read. I didn't elevate myself. But it was like once I started putting it like back to the forefront of like become the person that you want to look up to, I became a better husband. I became a better brother. I became a better son. I became a better leader at work. I became a better person all the way around. But it's so weird that you always want to be the one that does everything for everyone. But to be able to do that, to be able to serve, that why a lot of times does have to be connected to you. Like to build that version of yourself, it's supposed to be out there. And it's because I do everything I can for my wife. When I first met her in college, like, and we had nothing. Our first date, I told her, I was like, if you believe in me, I was like, I'll give you a life that people dream of.
I used to sell, whenever PlayStation 5s came out, I used to buy those and then flip them in order to pay for dates and eat in college. So I was literally selling shoes and PlayStations to eat in college.
Yeah, I figured out that when I pulled financial aid, if I went to the bookstore, I could buy the Visa gift cards and it just showed up as a book charge. Really? And my financial aid would pay for it. So I never told anybody during college because I didn't want people to know and go, because they only got so many Visa gift cards in. I go buy $1,500 worth of Visa gift cards. I took my wife out every Friday to Applebee's or A&G in Maryville. And people were always like, well, Dane's rolling. Because he takes Madison out to dinner all the time. I'm like, whole time in college, I'm like, those are Visa gift cards. I'm like, I'll be paying for those later on in life.
That is hilarious.
But it was just like, I had a super nice truck that I couldn't put gas in most of the time. So I rode my scooter everywhere. And it was just like, but Madison always believed in my work ethic and everything I did. And it was like, you get one person behind you that believes in you, like
game over.
Life.
You gotta have that foundation.
You get to a spot that like, I feel like fucking Superman when I walk out of my house in the morning.
Yeah.
But it's like fucking put any challenge in front of me.
Yeah.
But it's like, my wife's the one that is like, every time, like, if I ever second guess myself or like a decision, she's the one that like puts me back in check that like, you're right here for a reason. You're supposed to be here. She's like, this is what you've went through all these things for, is to lead you right here.
That's fire.
So it's pretty cool.
That's fire. W-wife. W-wife, Cosmo.
Yeah.
And she has a great name too, doesn't she?
Hey, figure out.
That's his mom's name. You know my wife's name is Madison, right?
It is?
Yeah.
Hey, you just got to go with Madison. Yeah, so pretty much the main part of this podcast, or whatever we're calling this, is find you a good wife.
That's
named Madison.
That's a fact. And if you want to make some money, you know, you can sign up to referee if you really want to. I mean, you don't have to, but that is the foundation of our clothing brand, is the Be the Difference stuff.
Yep.
So I came up with the Be the Difference. So whenever we were first doing it, I said, be the difference, be a ref. And then my wife, she's the one that like was like, okay, if we're gonna do this, we need to like not specifically just referees, because we're only gonna limit ourselves to so many people. So she was like, take off the be the ref and then just put it. That's Be the Difference.
Yeah.
And then she saw like where the people were having like the letters upside down and like that. So then we turned it into a smiley face, and then people have been eating that shit up, man.
No, I love it.
Yeah. So
that's probably a good alteration. Take off the ref part.
Yeah.
So it opens up the market.
Yeah. So and then we were talking, I'm like, she's like, there's so many different issues going on in the world than just a shortage of referees. People can take that and apply it to their lives wherever they need to be. So then now when I wear it out all the time, people are like, oh, I love that. Like there's people that work with special needs kids. There's people that are teachers, and, there's people that, and my purpose is, I want people to sign up to referee. Instead of talking about referees, go sign up and do it. Somebody else might be something different.
When he has his next Liberty North one, we're gonna tell Learman that we're gonna get me a ref outfit to go out there. I'll spoof it from the sidelines.
That would be hilarious, because they let people on the side. Did you go to Liberty North?
No, so we help out a lot with Liberty North on all their video work and stuff like that.
I remember you did that.
No, I went to Kearney.
Got you.
But no, it's I think we could probably parlay this into something funny on one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, oh, dude, they're letting this goon out here. Do a whole hype video of me getting there. Yeah, they're actually not letting me out there. I actually have no qualifications for this.
Dog, imagine. I don't think they would let that happen, though. That'd be funny, though, if you could substitute for a game, actually.
We could probably figure something out on one of those jamborees or something.
Oh, a jamboree, probably, yeah. Or like whenever they.
I'm gonna throw flags at him every time he throws a flag.
whenever we do, because sometimes they'll let you go to practices. They'll have referees at practice, or the clinics or anything.
Oh, we could definitely get a practice. Yeah. We go out and film practice up there. I'm gonna everything he calls, I'm gonna call it the opposite.
What he said.
He's wrong.
Well, Coach, this is one thing that I'm
gonna have 5 videographers with me that run out with my own instant replay.
Coach, he has a better view than me. That's what I always say. Coach, he has a better angle over there. There's no way we can see that from over here, Coach. There's no way. And they can never argue with that too. That's the funny part about it. It's clear across the field, Coach. You can't see that.
40 yards away.
Yeah. How do you? Come on.
You got supervision? Any final thoughts? My final thoughts took like 30 minutes.
Yeah, facts. Shout out to my wife. Thank you for recording. Thank you for saying yes when I said, "Will you marry me?" I don't know, man. Shout out to my entire circle. My dad, my brother, my agents. They reach out on a daily basis to get brand deals for me. Shout out to Bombas.
Dude, this dude's on like a podium up here that he just like won something. He's like, hey, I like to thank all my sponsors. Like my wife for getting me here.
Yeah, man.
This dude just won gold medal at the Olympics.
Like we've been saying, man, it's I'm like in the videos, but it's just much more than just what's in the videos.
Oh.
Like it takes a village in order to get those videos up and running. So it's bigger than me, and I'm not afraid to let people know that. So thank you to everybody that's been with me the whole way and that are going to be with me. So
too cool.
And then shout out to being the first person on this here. Hopefully this is the first of many.
We'll have more, but I don't know if this is an M3 podcast or what. If you need to cut that in, this is the first MMG Gym Sesh podcast, dog watching, whatever it is.
All of
So peace.
good stuff.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Thanks for listening to the M3 Podcast. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Want to learn more? Check us out on Instagram at Moss Marketing Group, on Facebook at Moss Marketing 58, or on our website at mossmarketinggroup.com.